Minnesota Vikings are shifting things up on defense, moving to more of a multiple or even a 3-4 down the line defense. And even though the Vikings have a lot of great pieces in their former 4-3 scheme under Mike Zimmer, and a couple of guys can move around, why not get an absolute nail driver at potentially a bargain price that you know has had success in that scheme? Enter one Za'Darius Smith, outside linebacker for the Greasy, Grimy Green Bay Packers, who I hate with the fury of 1,000 suns, but if they cut him, and they are going to have to cut him in a cap-saving move, come on. Yeah, come on. Maybe even Preston Smith, too. Why not? Both of the Smiths just coming across the river. And also, Za'Darius played in that system his entire career, both in Green Bay as well as Baltimore. And his former linebackers coach with the stupid Packers is now the Vikings outside linebacker coach / pass rush specialist. So, woo! Just makes too much sense, man. So let's talk about Za'Darius Smith today. Z-Man. Background, 29 years young, was a 2015 fourth-round pick out of Kentucky, started his career with the Ravens, former teammates of Michael Pierce. He got paid in free agency going to Green Bay in 2019, has 44.5 career sacks, including 26 from 2019 and 2020, respectively. Missed all of 2 games last season with a back injury, but I'm not too concerned about it because he did return later in the season, divisional round playoff game against the stupid Niners, which Jimmy G, it's my man one time. Yeah, the Niners go into Lambeau and win the game without scoring an offensive touchdown. It's crazy, man. But Za'Darius did have 2 pressures and a sack in that game. So overall, I'm not too worried about the back. Plus, he doesn't really have a history of injury issues. He's played a full season the last 3 seasons before 2021. So it's whatever there. Packers, like we mentioned, are going to have to cut him because he's due a $14.5 million base salary and a $27.661 million cap hit with $12.3 million dead. Now, that big number is because they already restructured him a couple times. So, the Packers' loss could potentially be the Vikings' gain because they can't trade him at that money. So, they're just going to have to let him go, especially if they do retain Aaron Rodgers for some reason. And the market, I mean, his market's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be massive. I don't think he's going to get 17, 18 million per year, given that is a solid edge rusher class. Also, Za'Darius is 29 years old. Some teams may be spooked about the back injury, although I'm not overly concerned. And the Vikings, with Rob Brzezinski, of course, they can clear up some cap space. And would it possibly cost 10, 11, 12 million per year on a 2-year deal? Come on in, man. Yeah, come on in. Because Za'Darius Smith, he's team captain. He's a solid leader. Can of course, get that stank off the edge. And the Vikings' current linebacker / edge room, I mean, there's a lot of talent there, certainly, with Danielle Hunter. I think DJ Wanham, who does have experience as a stand-up outside linebacker at South Carolina. I think they could transition. Maybe Kenny Willekes, maybe Janarius Robinson, even though Willekes is more of a 5-tech. But getting Za'Darius, who has that experience as a stand-up outside linebacker, can get after the quarterback. He and Mike Smith go way back and just like, ooh, hitting it right away, man. Would love to see it. Would love to see it, man. So it's just, even though Packers fans will be like, oh, it's just another chapter of Vikings stealing Packers players because they can't get anyone good. Blah, 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 blah. But no, this would not be a Jennings situation. Nothing is a Bert Favre situation. But I think that Za'Darius Smith, especially when you have edge rushers that are more power guys like Za'Darius, it seems like they just hang on to their punch a little bit longer than speed rushers off the edge. So you can get a guy like Za'Darius who probably has 4, maybe 5 years of solid football left in him. Get him on a couple-year deal, get him back in the system, and just let him eat. Plus, if you're able to retain Danielle Hunter, ooh, baby, do you know that's worth? We'll make heaven a place on earth. Come on, man. Let's go. So I can't wait. Free agency is going to be heating up. They're probably going to have to cut Za'Darius right away in March, so let's get it on. Let's get it going, baby. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings need to sign Za'Darius Smith after the Packers inevitably cut him. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.